Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am here. Blah, that's terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with
oh my lord,
a glorious man going by the Instagram title Shit Stain Gear. Our friends know him as the dude who often buys Gucci things. So today I figured I would ask him to go over his Cansoft kit that he's been developing for a while. We do impressions, and he is our team leader for our wonderful team, Geneva Suggestions, which y'all will see featured on the channel in future episodes. But I thought today, since we are both out filming, there's a wonderful upcoming film that I will reference in future projects, but we're both out filming. I thought, hey, this is an awesome opportunity to have him kind of go over his Cansoft kit and just give us kind of a rundown of what our wonderful friends up north are using these days. So I guess I'll use your actual name, Connor, if you want to take it away.
So I guess we'll go through the weapons first. So this is kind of my own take on some of the rifles we've seen lately. Everybody knows Cansoft for the L119s, the 11.5 with the OpSync cans, right? Well, recently they've started using Troy rifles, both uppers, complete guns, things like that, as well as just retrofitting guns with rails. So I did my own take on it. I don't have an ops can, but so it's a 14.5, it's an LMT lower, because it's just an LMT lower. And then obviously the Troy rail, PEC, LPVO, acro, light, bipod, blah, 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 right?
So this is kind of off of one of those rifles we saw at the embassy picks in, I think it was Haiti.
Yeah, so I based this rifle pretty heavily off of, there's one guy, he's a left-handed guy, and he's got pretty much this rifle set up. I don't have them on right now because I took them off for some reason, but he also has a set of Magpul Embus Pros on it. So he's got an offset, or a piggyback dot and offset irons, as well as his LPVO. Now they don't run PEC 15s. They run an early version of the PEC 16. The PEC 16 you guys know from the Marine Corps is the PEC 16A. The PEC 16, the regular PEC 16, looks like this, but there's a big light coming off the bottom of it. And that's what they run, and you're never gonna find one. I'm never gonna find one, so that's that.
Because they're Canadians and like to be difficult.
Off of that, they carry 226s. They carry a 226R with easy grips. I have a 226 Elite, which is the same fucking thing. It's got a Mark 25 threaded barrel because it's chrome lined. It's also a 13.5x1 left hand, so my can that I put on here is tighter. And then an X300. And then I normally run it with 20 round mags. We've been doing filming, so I'm running an empty mag right now.
It's a gun that will never die. That thing has been in service for years, and it's just a good gun.
Yeah, I mean, SEALs run it. Military police have run it. Pretty much almost every NATO country has run the 226 in some capacity at some point.
Yeah. The UK used to have them. SAS used to have them. Yeah. Like, it's just a great gun. The fact that Canada still uses them is a great thing. As our
also, this is what
wonderful little guy. If you want to come down and see him a little bit.
He's been working hard all day.
Yes, you have. Getting wet and sweaty and nasty.
Yes.
But you have been quite the actor.
Yes.
So how about you tell us how your lid set up?
So this is actually a contract item.
Okay.
So this is the Galvion. So they used to be Revision. Revision sold its armor company and became Galvion, and the armor company became Galvion. Galvion marketed this to the Canadian Special Operations. It's the P4 Viper. It's a little different than a P4 Viper that you'd find off the shelf. But it's multicam dipped, it's a high cut, it's super freaking light, Wilcox shroud, and then I've just got PVS 15s that have been rehoused. These have a cool story behind them, that's for another day.
What would be the main draw for this helmet over like an ops core or something like that?
Well, it's cheap.
That is always the best thing.
It's not ops core SF pricing while offering a lot of your ops core SF benefits. It's an ultra high cut, so it's a super duper high cut. It offers a really comfortable ballistic coverage. Something that makes it different though is your older style mesh liner. And so what it does is it prevents you from getting hot spots in certain spots that a lot of your pads pressing in certain point. It's a uniform pressure across the top of the head.
Nice.
And then I've just got a red and an IRV light. Eventually I'll throw a Manta up there or something like that, and then a counterweight.
For the helicopters we never have while playing airsoft.
Yeah,
or shooting real steel.
All that LARPing I do.
Now for your main ensemble, now this piece is obviously the most Gucci of all the things that you are wearing.
Well, I don't know. PVS 15s.
PVS 15s are pretty dope.
No, so this was, I work for an SNS dealer, so it made sense for me to get an SNS rig. But it's an SNS plate frame modular. Cansoft has a storied use of using SNS plate frames. I can send him a shitload of pictures that he can add to this video if you want. But there's so many of them used. Now, there's only about 2 pictures confirmed of the Plea FM in use, so I kind of just did some inferring and made some kind of choices of my own. But
It's got to be personal in some way.
Yeah, so there was a plate frame modular in use at HKIA by Cansoft during the pullout.
I think I remember seeing that photo.
Yeah, so ball cap, he's also got the pack modular on the back of it.
He's got his shirt untucked, he's like walking down, yeah.
Yep. That's a whole Cansoft unit walking. You can see the same helmet, you can see a couple other things. Going from there, a lot of Cansoft, I mean, they're a lot like our US Soft, so they do a lot of bespoke stuff. So I went with a bespoke. It's made by a guy named Lone Skull Gear. Admin, I had the SNS one. I like this one just a little bit better on this. I have the SNS one on a chest rig. But for this, it's a little more modular. I can change the color if I want. And then it's built for my iPhone, so camera setup and all that, blah, blah, blah.
There you go.
I run rifle mag on there, 3 on the front. These are Tier Happy mags. Tier is based in Canada, so
Got to keep that Canadian Gucci on.
Yeah,
you.
they love Tier stuff. Their issued carrier is a version of the Tier Pico.
Okay.
It's like the super done up version with, you know, sidearm, all the jazz, but it's a done up Pico is what they're issued. They have a ton of use with the SNS, so you've got all kinds of SNS and Peltors in use. Their current issue is amps, but I don't run them. But yeah, so I just kind of took what I figured made sense, right? So I've got some bespoke side armor, so that's 6x6 soft armor there. It's the SNS general purpose pouch that I'll usually keep like a smoke grenade or a spare mag of OTMs for my 5.56 gun or something like that. And then I've got an IWA banger here. I've got 4 of them in my back panel on the back.
I got you up here at the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then down here is a full-blown med kit. It's double stuffed with a tourniquet down on the bottom.
Save double the lives.
And then I've got another bleeder here. I'm typically working with either the little man or just other people. I like to have a more of an immediate action trauma kit. Also, something I forgot to mention about these Happy Mags is, I mean, they stretch, right?
Which is very nice.
I hot swap between 5.56 and 308. I have an LMT 308 that I run a lot. So I can just literally pull all these out and throw 308 mags in, adjust my tension at the bottom.
Does doing that affect the retention on your 5.56 mags when you swap quickly from 308 to 5.56?
Yeah, so it will. So when I was running 308 all day today, so I swapped to 5.56 for this video. Right before we came out here, I just pulled the tension on you got a tension and a tri-glide just like you have on your HSGI tacos. Except unlike tacos, these actually fit 308 mags. Tacos do not. At least not well. I tried.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I mean it's a hydrophobic rig, so I mean I got rained on all day today, and you'd never know. Now my cries and stuff like that, you might be able to. Which also, I mean.
Yeah, in terms of uniform, they're more so on the G3, G4 track now, aren't they?
Yes, but they have used ACs historically. A lot of the same stuff UK Soft used, Cansoft used, right?
Yeah.
So the L119 from Colt Canada,
The C8 variants and all
C8s
that,
and things like that. C7
Cries
C8s.
ensemble. Although you don't see much of the Cry plate carriers, it's a lot more of like the
shitload of
SS and
JPCs.
stuff.
Shitload of JPCs.
That's true. That's
so
true.
JPCs are everywhere in Cansoft, but cries are pretty much pick your generation. You got guys that have been in for a while, and you got new guys. I've seen ACs, full ACs. I've seen G3s. I've seen G4s. I've seen G4 hot weathers. They're a NATO country, so I mean they're using it all at this point.
Pretty much.
They don't use anything other than Cry though. Cry and Arc'teryx, so they use a shitload of Arc'teryx stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Other than that, BFG chalk belt kind of built out with stuff I use. I mean, it wasn't super built to be an impression belt. This is just my real use belt. But it works because it's all stuff that they will use or have used. They use a ton of Blue Force gear. Typically a tier belt is more common, but I love my chalk belt, and for what I do, I need 2 anchors because I'm constantly working with multiple leads.
Again, it comes back to that personal touch. You have to have a little bit of personal kit for you, otherwise it doesn't work. Well, Connor, thank you so very much for allowing us to take some of your time going over your kit. If there's a specific kit that you want me to kind of cover in future or do a video on, leave it in the comments. Love to do it. Love to find someone who does it as well as Connor does.
I'm sure we know somebody who does. Yeah.
We have connections all over the place, and just let us know in the comments. And if y'all liked it, leave it a thumbs up. Thank y'all for watching.
Have a great one.
Gucci.